People. It is I, Empress A, and we are here with the Monday message. I missed y'all yesterday. It was my sister's brunch celebration for her birthday. We are for her holiday. We are different restaurants. So we had Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then we didn't have anything today. We don't have anything tomorrow, but then we got something on Wednesday. That's the big dinner. So she's been my focus. That's my big sister, my Gemini. And make sure y'all book Catered Dreams if you need catering services and things of that nature. So I missed y'all. We are back. I did take Sunday service off because once I kind of start like drinking a little bit, I don't do no spiritual work. Um, I can have a drink with y'all, but when I'm like really tapping in, I'm getting certain messages and stuff like that. I want to make sure that my messages are coming from the right source when we do get intoxicated. It does open up a different channel. So yesterday I had started drinking earlier at brunch, and it just wasn't going to do any good for y'all as far as me doing it here. So welcome to the Monday message, and I love y'all. Make sure y'all go subscribe to the Patreon. Make sure that y'all are visiting like botanica.shop for all your spiritual needs. I do have selenite necklaces. Selenite is really good to enhance your energy, cleanse your energy. It does help with weight loss, headaches, and it also acts as a shield against evil energy, etc., etc. So you can find these at Light and Better Threes Botanica, and you would just put in what type of crystal you want wrapped, and then we'll go from there. Also, don't forget that my conjure work specials. I do have a discount code for conjure work, and it is conjure24. You get 30% off all conjure spells unless you are in the shadow work group gold access. The gold access members get 50% off. Unless it's like something else that we discussed and it's something else extra that needs to get done. So welcome to the Monday message. And I'm really excited about this message because I didn't get to do Sunday service, but you never miss a message that's for you. And you always want to make sure that the divine timing is second place. So I want to tell everyone hello. I would like to ask you all to hit like, subscribe, and then share this on YouTube and hit that little bell. Bing, bing. So y'all can know when I'm going live. So today's Monday message is going to be one that I know is definitely much needed. Because a lot of times where we're at in this life, we tend to be guided by that old religion, especially if you're from the South or you grew up around any family that is like Christian based or anything like that. And we want to give a tremendous shout out to it being Monday, and for Monday being ruled by the moon. This is good for cleansing. This is good for releasing and for listening to your intuition. And we are so grateful for we're so grateful for the beautiful things that the moon does for us as far as like healing, charging us up, dealing with our emotions, etc., etc. So this will be like a good day with Monday of just kind of sitting with yourself and meditating. Okay. Now, for the message today, we're going to talk about stop interfering with karma. I need y'all to stop it. Stop. Okay. Because a lot of times when the source and the universe are taking someone through something We like to start praying for them. We like to start sending them well wishes. We like to pick the phone up and check on them. We like to be sitting up under them while they're going through it. We like to do all these things when in fact spirit be like, get your tail off from over there. I didn't tell you to go over there. Why are you over there? Now you wonder why you got the same issues they got because you interfering with what I got going on with them. I didn't tell you to take your tail over there. I actually told you to stay over here while I handle them so you wouldn't get hit. But here you go meddling in my business. We have got to learn to stay out of the source's business. Okay? We gotta learn it. Stay out of the source's business. Okay, y'all see me. I got my MacBook right here because, like I told y'all, I can see better with my MacBook because the screen is a lot bigger, and then I can control a lot of things too. Okay. So now what you have to remember is when the source is active and the source is doing its due diligence to teach someone a lesson, you have to get out of the source's business. That ain't got nothing to do with you. You over there so worried about what they got going on when you need to be grateful that you're not in it. I give thanks that I am protected and I am over here. I give thanks that everything that y'all going through, it's not hitting me. But sometimes our ego has us so absorbed and so into someone else's situation that we tend to meddle. We meddle. Just like Shaniqua Hudson just said, we meddle. We will spend so much time in the business of other people's versus minding our business, minding the business that not only pays us, but saves us. But here you go. So when it comes to us interfering, what that could look like is praying for someone. Asking for, I got a prayer request. Please don't ask what for. How I know you ain't no child molester and you going to trial? How do I know these things? How do I know that you can be trusted? How do I know that you just didn't beat up an old granny who was walking out of Publix on a Monday morning at 10 a.m. and you stole all her groceries? How do I know you ain't asking me to pray that you get your groceries home? How do I know that you're not asking me to pray to get you out of some trouble that your ass been in? You could be asking me to pray for you that you get some money to go buy you an 8-ball. Now you don't overdose, and now spirit looking at me like, that's how this works, okay? Now, there is a certain situation that is at bay these days. And one of the situations that is at bay is that we are in a time where this is the age of Aquarius. The age of Aquarius is an age that comes around to do massive exposure. A lot of things that you typically would have to hunt for the answer to, you don't have to hunt for those answers to. A lot of things you would do to prove a point, you don't have to prove a point. Which is why, like, lately, if you are a part of the collective, I have been telling people to, like, don't even get into it. Don't even involve yourself. Let whatever happen go happen. Because if you're working on yourself and you're doing the work that the creator told you to do, you really ain't got time to be worried about what somebody who did you wrong doing. You would be so caught up in your own assignment, so caught up in your own stuff that whatever they going through, you'll be like, oh my God, I hate that. But let me get off the phone with you and call you right back because I really got to finish this. So when you consume yourself with proper care for yourself, you truthfully don't have time to be meddling in the source's business. A lot of times we get in the way of people growing and then we complain about their growth being stunted. We complain about the complacency. We complain about the stagnancy. We complain about a lot of things, and it's more so like, I don't know. Well, yeah, you do know. You was meddling. You had no business over there issuing out of prayer. Because a lot of times what we do is when people deserve to get their karma, religion has you thinking that's wrong. Huh? They hit me with a car. And then they got hit with a truck, and you want me to pray for them? Pray for your enemy. No, I'm going to pray that I'm protected. I'm going to pray that I'm taken care of. I'm going to pray that I'm good. I'm not worried about what they was doing. And I know like this turn the cheek over type of thing is one that is taught in religion, but in spirituality is you return to sender. And if you choose not to return to sender, that's on you. And you get out the way. Because it's almost like someone can steal the joy that the creator gave someone. Someone steals that joy. And the source is like, oh, I'm about to handle this. And you like, no, you're wrong. That's what you're basically telling the source. You're wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. You should punish this person. And the source like, excuse me? So I'm going to punish both of y'all because I told you to move your little tail out of the way. So we have got to realize that when we are meddling in people's business, we are meddling in the business of spirit, and it stunts people's growth. It literally stops people from growing and reaping what they sow, so they never learn the lesson. If every time someone is trying to grow and spirit is taking them through their journeys, and you like, oh God, I just pray that you just make it easy for them and stop whatever's going on. Some of us are so powerful and connected with the source that the source literally be like, here she go. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And it's like so many times we do that and the creator is like, I'm gonna let it slide. I'm gonna let it slide. And then you wondering why spirit is allowing their money to be messed up. Here you go. Well, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna loan you this one. Spirit telling you, don't give them no money. It was on my heart because spirit sent me an extra $200 on my check, and they needed 150. No, what spirit literally did was, remember when you had that bill that was due and you kept manifesting that the bill was going to get paid on time, and spirit handed you an extra $200. Sometimes spirit will pay you to, that's my daughter, sorry. Sometimes spirit will pay you to stay out the way. But if you're not tapping in like you should, you tend to think that, oh, it's a coincidence. It's no, the coincidence was I knew you was gonna meddle. So what I did was I paid you $200 extra so you could take that money and go do something with yourself to keep you occupied while I handle them. Here you go. Well, he said he needed this. He said, that's not your responsibility, because we are now entering into a new space where spirit has allowed us to see some things in 2023. And this is a reason why a lot when it comes to spell work, why y'all spell work be slow as a turtle. He be so slow. So slow. And it's like it be so slow because y'all won't do the shadow work to bring it closer quicker. So you're so far in someone else's business that you're not focused on your own business and you wondering why certain things keep happening. I be telling y'all. Shadow work, shadow work, shadow work, shadow work. Do tend to yourself. If you was tending to yourself, this wouldn't be stressing you out. You would be fine. Like you literally be like, I really checked myself on that, and that whatever he was doing or she was doing, I couldn't even keep up with that shit. I didn't even see it happening because spirit be trying to turn your attention onto you. So when some stuff that'll hurt your feelings is going on, you over here in Timbuktu, they over there in Hawaii. So you didn't even see what was going on, but you so focused on them, you're so focused on business that is not yours that you're seeing things that you should not see because you're distracted from the true assignment of you loving yourself because, like I stated, you need to stay out of the source's business. If you literally was taking the time to tend to you, to do what you needed to do on a constant, because you have to practice those things that you learn. Okay? You can book 16 different readers. Different readers and gave you the same message in a different way. And you got the audacity to think someone wants to take your money. You're giving it away. Why do I need to take something you're giving away? Literally, the readers be like, oh my God, did you tell her something? I just told her that. So why did she come to me? I don't know why she's with you. I don't care that she's with you. Like, I just told her the same thing. I told her to do such. I told her that. I just said it this way. I've been telling her the same thing for 6 months. And it's like, when you stay out of the source's business, you don't delay anything. Because the first part of business is you. There's no other way around it. And as a conjure woman, as a root worker, a hoodoo practitioner, I've got several clients who literally, when they start doing what I say, stuff go like that. And I be like, then I have a set of clients, y'all. They do the complete opposite of what I say. And then they be like, oh, but no, that's not going to do anything. And spirit be like, it's a universal law. What are you talking about? And it's like a cookbook. It's like a recipe. The recipe to get something you want requires patience, silence, kindness. And then we're going to add the base is shadow work because you're not ready for what you're asking for. You're not ready. But I'm going to make you ready because you told me you was ready. So I want to get it to you. So then when you pour it in, the self-care and all that stuff, and you shaking it up, you're wondering, well, this happened. How did you see that though? Well, I did this and I did this and I went looking. So you went looking for that, but you wasn't looking for the issue that you've been holding on to since you was a kid. Spirit done made 14 TikToks to put 14 TikToks in your face. 14 TikToks in your face to show you self-care, mother issues, child molestation, things that you know about, and you like, yeah, I seen that video. But let me tell you what happened with such. No, can you tell me what's happening with you? Can we discuss that? Can we talk about you for a moment? Because there's some shit with you that if you were worried about you and you was worried about your business, you wouldn't have saw what hurt you. Because a lot of y'all go looking for things. Things are not coming to you. You're going to go find them. I will go find certain things. Y'all will hunt. And it's like, why did you do that? Because this was happening. So what? They're busy. Why are you not? You have a lot of work. It's like y'all work is stacked up like this. And you're taking, your work is like a folder like this, so y'all can see it better. This is the folder for you. On you. This is the work you need to do on you. What you're trying to manifest is only this much. You are putting this much energy into something that amounts to this in your life. Then you're wondering why your amount of work you need to do on yourself is like this. This manifestation is this much. You're putting, again, this much energy into it. And then you wonder why you got these many issues and blockages and stops and all of this. And it's like your energy, hey, baby, your energy is focused on the wrong thing because you're too busy minding the source's business. Get out of that room that does not have your name on it. Go into your room and focus on you because, my love, when someone is going through karma, if your energy is directed there, you will get hit in a crossfire. Once you are told you really need to tend to you and you ignore it, spirit know you know. And we are in the space to where we're watching a lot of conjure women, a lot of conjure men are watching, sitting back, watching a plethora of spell work get done, magic get done, root work get done. And we like, you did what? And it's like, well, I didn't I tell you not to do that? But you don't have self-control with you. That's why you don't have control over this situation. Because this situation is this big. It shouldn't require this much energy and this much attention. It literally, that's why people who are disciplined are very successful with manifestations, spell work, especially love spells. When it comes to love spells, oh my God. It's like a dagger. Y'all be like this. And I'll be like, stop. Money spells. All these spells that are popular right now. And people will do, and it was like me and like a group of like conjure people talking. And it's crazy it was some in there from Europe. It was some in there from the West Coast. Some of us was from the East Coast, the Midwest, and the amount of hard-headedness and minding the source's business that we was all like, oh God. And it was like, do they not listen to y'all? Like, are we, why would you do this? Something as simple as, hey, don't send that email to your boss. Well, they said such and such, and I was like, Spirit told me to tell you, do not do that. and you wonder why your manifestation is so delayed because you keep failing your test. It's almost like you're not going to graduate into your manifestation because you keep meddling in the source's business. And we're in a time where a lot of your interfering and meddling is stopping people's karma. It's accumulating your karma because you're so concerned with someone else's business, my loves, that really you're accumulating more karma and you don't even know it. Because what Spirit said was, trust me, leave it alone. Boom, go about your business. Out of sight, out of mind is the best way to bring something to fruition. Don't even worry about it. It's over with. Yeah, but this was going on and this was going on. Why are you so worried about it? Well, because didn't I tell you everything was going to be fine? Yeah, but... So when you interfere with someone's karma, you basically say, I'm going to take that charge and I'm going to take the punishment too. Now Spirit got you over here. They money messed up, but you on their social media page so much, you on their phone so much, now your money messed up. You got protect. You trying to be protected, and the whole time you trying to be protected. Hey, baby, the whole time you trying to be protected. Hey, loves, the whole time you trying to be protected, you over there. Well, this happening, this happening. I just pray, I just pray that I know they're gonna get what they deserve. And the whole time, Spirit, like, you're supposed to be being protected, right? Yeah. Isn't this a situation that hurts you? Yeah. I don't have that person calling you because they keep hurting you. Oh, didn't I tell you distance was protection? Yeah. Why do you keep bothering that person? And then y'all will interfere with someone's karma so much that their situation manifests into yours. They be sick all the time, now you sick all the time. They money messed up, now your money messed up and they money better. They ain't got no job, now they get a job and you get laid off. They got car issues, now they car repair, your car got problems. Because you're meddling in a business that is not of yours. And when you meddle in business that does not belong to you, you interfere with karma, you don't do nothing but bring on more baggage to you. This person call your phone and be depressed every day. Spirit told you to stop answering. Spirit even declined the call. Spirit even cut your phone on silence for you. You still called that person back 4 times because the first 3 times Spirit had him not answering the phone. Now you on the phone thinking that you somebody counselor and can't even counsel you. Now you wonder why you depressed, your kids running amok, and this person living their best life in Jamaica. We gotta stop because a lot of things that are taking place are because some of us are entering into a new season, into a new era where we are highly favored and blessed, where we are bringing in things that we never thought we could bring in, where we are doing things that no one in our families have done, where we are setting tones. Like a lot of us are in areas where we doing stuff in our areas that a lot of people not doing it. So now you're in high demand. So when Spirit is trying to show you that there's distance and that there's attention that needs to be put elsewhere, you have to learn and you have to know that at that time, hey, listen, I cannot and I will not interfere. I will not accumulate any more debt because I done cleared up some karma debt and I should be good. But I'm going to allow Spirit to do what Spirit do, because we're in this space where Spirit is showing us truth, showing us different levels and layers to people. It's not your duty to respond. It's your duty to step away and say, okay. And then sometimes spirit will make you a conduit. And a lot of y'all, that's not spirit making you a conduit. That's your ego. A lot of y'all battle with being chosen. A lot of y'all have the choose me energy where y'all feel like someone is getting chosen over you and you stress out. But the thing is, you don't even want the person how they are right now. So why the hell do you want them to choose you at this moment? Some of y'all keep putting yourselves in situations according to spirit where you are dealing with a man who's either married or a woman who's either married, and you know nothing is coming out of this. So now you're being unintentional. So now you are interfering with karma. Some of y'all are not doing what you're supposed to be doing to manifest the money and the career that you want to, but then you want to complain about it. Spirit wants you to stop interfering with karma because karma is both good and bad. It's both good and bad. So I'll tell y'all a quick little story where there was this woman. It was a man and a woman who eventually got married. These two got married. This man had been like the town play, the city hall, whatever it was. And there was this woman who always had a crush on him. The woman worked at like the local, was it a post office? Post office. Because he would come in and he would drop packages off and mail off to one of his brothers that was locked up. And so he would go in and check the P.O. box. It's something about that local post office. That man just kept going in there like it was normal, dropping bills off because he was old school. He was an old school dude. He really didn't like dealing with like debit cards and stuff. So he would write the checks, whatever the case may be. And just one particular day, she notices that he ain't been coming in there. Right? He ain't really been coming in there. So what happens was one of her colleagues was like, guess who I seen? Who? We gonna say that this dude name is DJ. I seen DJ. Where you see DJ at? He ain't been in the post office in a long time. Well, girl, that's because he moved on this part of town and he got him a real pretty wife, girl. He got married? Girl, yes, he got married. He's doing so good. And I was talking to him and he said that he was done running the streets and he was so happy that God blessed him with a beautiful wife. So this man done moved into this beautiful neighborhood. They got this house. He got a good job. She got a good career. Things are going great for them. So because he has turned his life around, he done a 180, not 360. 360 means you go back to your starting point. 180 means you flip it. So he just did a whole 180. This man, he went from being in the club, smoking weed, getting high, getting drunk, and all the hoes, to ride on his ride lawnmower with his AirPods in, listen to his Audible books, cleaning up, opening doors, being respectful, being faithful, okay? So homegirl like, what sort of time you stay on? She like, oh, they stay over there on East Side. Okay. So it just so happens, she asked her, where you see him at? We'll say, see him at a cigar lounge. Okay. Homegirl want this dude so bad, she like, I'm going to the cigar lounge. So she goes to the cigar lounge. She go to the cigar lounge for like 3 weeks straight. No sign of him. Her sister's like, oh, I was thinking about going to the cigar lounge. She's like, nah, I've been going like the last 3 weeks. I don't want him to think that I'm just a regular. It's like, it's cool, it's cigar lounge. When I tell you, her sister's like, oh, you know it's such and such birthday. Well, the girl like, damn, he cool with DJ. I'ma go. Boom, they go to the cigar lounge. Why in the cigar lounge? Mind you, this man done went from J's, every pair of J's to Chelsea boots, all type of dress shoes. His body all in shape. He got the button down that's fitted with the nice slack pants, that's that flood, and then he got a cute little ankle bracelet on. He's smiling, his beard done grew out. And then she like, this man look completely different. Like, this ain't the same tatted up dude that was coming in the post office. Her homegirl, her sister like, yeah, DJ. So one of the girls like, oh, DJ, where your wife at? She's so pretty. She out of town. She went out of town for her sister's bachelorette party. Oh. Now, homegirl like, oh, we need to get up some time. He's like, oh, for real? What we need to get up for? And she's like, cause I ain't seen you in so long. He was like, you seeing me right here? We can talk right here, but other than that, no, I'm good. You know, I'm happy. For the next 4 months, this bitch did everything in her power to get next to that man. So far, she would watch his social media and watch him go to these different places and would literally like follow him around to the places that were kind of popular. So eventually, he was sitting at the bar one day of a local little bar eating some wings. The game was on, he chilling, and she slid up beside him in her leggings and her cute little oversized top. And she like, oh, you know, she's so lucky. And he like, yeah, but this particular day, him and his wife had a little argument. He's like, yeah, I just feel like maybe I need to be doing more. Maybe it's something I'm not doing. I think maybe because I be at the house so much now. I don't know. And she's like, oh. So now she's buying him shots. Let's talk about it. So he's like, oh, wow, yeah, that's really sweet. Considering I just told you how sometimes I feel like my wife don't appreciate all the stuff I do. You buy me something cool. Y'all, fast forward through it. This woman will start sleeping with this man. When she's sleeping with this man, he was in a really good place, right? Health good, looking good, smelling good, life good, wife good, everything good, money good, whatever. He start sleeping with this woman. And he feels bad every time he do it. Y'all, when I tell you, she got fired from her job, right? Fired from a job, got sick. And literally, she lost so much weight that her little body was outdoor. So now he's having a conversation like, look, we got to stop this. Because I was doing good, like, until you came along. And so now she's like, you trying to blame it on me? He's like, no, I'm not saying that. Like, I'm a grown ass man. I'm taking accountability. But I will say the moment that I stepped out on my wife, everything started going wrong. Like, everything. And so what she done was she interfered with his karma. She put herself in that man's good karma as he had changed his life around. And she was reaping the problem. She was reaping the karma because she was too busy worried about something that she knew damn well she didn't have no business worried about. So when we're thinking about putting ourselves in position to interfere with what somebody getting back or what they doing, mind your business. If it's something good, it's nice to just be like, oh my God, that's so amazing. Nobody's asking you to light a candle and I just hope this continue to keep going for them. No, they already attracting it. There's no reason for you to interfere. And we're in a time where we're all pretty much alive. I'm not going to say I'll take that back. I'm going to say a few of us are in a space where we are going through a spiritual crisis where we are elevating and we are now in a new energy of our lives and we are in two different time zones. Like we're in two different places, right? So things are elevating, things are escalating, and Spirit wants you to understand, I cannot allow you to reap certain benefits because you're not ready. Why am I not ready? Because when you were making $40,000 a year, you kept your nose in the business of people making $40,000 or less per year. when I told you to focus on you so you could take your $40,000 and flip it to 80, you wouldn't do that. So now I know if I give you 100,000 a year, if I give you 200,000 a year, if I give you $250,000 a year or $500,000 a year, I know you're going to be so distracted, you're going to blow through it. So we're in a season where Spirit is showing us the hands of people. Well, Spirit is saying, hey, listen, this ain't no just because it's your mama, your daddy, your auntie, your sister, your brother, whatever, your niece, your nephew. If they are not abiding by the universal law, and I tell you not to do something for them, and you do it anyway, you gonna pay the price. And that's why a lot of things that are happening are showing us people true colors. If you didn't have my back when I was past due on something, you actually think when I'm able to sit up here and celebrate that I'm gonna bring you with me? No, you cannot go. And that's where Spirit is taking us to, because Spirit is wanting us to understand that at this point, you have got to stay out of the source's business if it's not pertaining to you or something that the source instructed you to do. If someone does something to accumulate all this karma, you have got to back up out the way or you will get hit in the crossfire. And that hit might just be your one last hit, because it's a true thing about wrong place, wrong time. Why was you even worried about what they had going on? Well, because I just want to issue God. Say, God didn't tell you that. God actually told you to mind your business. Mind your business. And we need to focus on us, because I'm telling y'all, where we are headed is in a time where it's a bunch of yeses. It's a bunch of okay. It's a bunch of perfect. It's a bunch of approved. It's a bunch of congratulations. It's a bunch of that's a miracle. It's a bunch of that. And there's no room for you to be second guessing yourself like you don't deserve these blessings. But if Spirit says to you, one thing the Spirit told me was, when you make it, why would I have you buy your mama a house? I just said this to my cousin. Why would I have your mom buy your house? I was like, well, that's typically what people do. And Spirit said, yeah. So because you're trying to bless people I didn't tell you to bless, I'm going to hold on to that blessing for you until you see and you learn to do what I tell you to do. Because at this rate, I'm going to give you $5 million and you're going to be broke next year. Because here come everybody like this. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. And we're in that time where Spirit is like, if that nigga or that woman will use you at this level and you were struggling, what do you think they're going to do when you get up? What do you think they're going to do when you get up? And Spirit will literally prepare your feast in front of your enemies. And that one of them enemies could be you if you went your own way. Yeah, I'm not doing it. I don't be caring about it. Such pray for such. I'd be like, oh, for real, for what? Because they got hit today. They got hit by a car. Didn't they just fall down the steps last week? Yeah. Are we asking what's going on at this point? No, we're not doing it. Because spirit is holding a lot of blessings simply because spirit know y'all gonna give it to the wrong people. The spirit knows that. Spirit knows that there are people that are watching you from afar and calculating everything that you're doing. Spirit knows that there's someone who pretends like they don't believe in you, who pretends like they don't support you, but every single time you never cease to amaze them and you actually prove them wrong majority of the time. You basically are being watched by a group of people, actually, from what spirit is showing me. I'm gonna say more than two people are kind of whispering about you. This is someone whose relationship with you is not going well. This is not a relationship that's going fairly well. Okay? And the thing is, with this right here, your attention is not focused on what it needs to be focused on. And they're watching you and they got a lot of attention on you. And you can tell that the attention is on you because they kind of are in that space of being like, they watching you so bad they can't pay attention to what's going on with themselves. And the thing is, this person is watching you and you don't even realize. You don't even realize it. And the thing is that they on your social media, they watching everything you do, they critiquing everything you do, they talking shit about you, they counting your pockets, they trying to see what's going on with you. And spirit is saying that they too tuned in and they still missing it. And the thing is, what they are watching with you is they are watching you build new connections, and something about your new connections are solidifying who you are in a time of abandonment. They really want you to feel abandoned. They want you to come crawling back, begging them. They want you to be all in their faces, and they want you to put up with something, and you kind of like, I'm good. Because spirit telling you, don't you take your ass over there. Don't you go over there. I do not want you having no parts in it. And the thing is, it's some things that you have been exposing. Some things that you have been exposing. Why is it so bright? Let me see. You've been shining some light down on certain situations. And Spirit said, Capricorn energy, that the devil wants to keep you chained to those generational curses. Like they want to keep you chained. They want to keep you in the same space that you've been in. They want you not to challenge them. And you really are bossing up and leveling up. And this is not the time, because you have carried so many burdens in this situation. You have really went into overdrive of trying to prove a point. And Spirit, like, no. And Spirit is showing you that you are, Taurus energy is here, the Hierophant. There's something about you when it comes to your family that you are the leader. You are the ordained one. You are the one that is very knowledgeable. And it's crazy that your family doesn't even realize that you are, in fact, a very, 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 very powerful person. And Aries, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus energy. The world is here. Spirit said that everything about you is about to be, everything that you desire is about to be handed to you. And there's a cycle that is over. Some of y'all been stressed about something. Some of y'all been going through something with your families. Could be a father figure. Like I said, could be an Aries. It could be just a person of authority. And Spirit is saying that the time is over because you have suffered enough heartache from this situation. And the thing is that the Six of Cups is showing up because there is something in your past that you are healing and taking care of, and you kind of are just going with the flow. Because something is coming to fruition from your childhood, something that you've always wanted to do. Like if you wanted to be an actress, the deal is about to come through. If you want to be a teacher, you're about to get a classroom. If you wanted to be a real estate agent, like you're going to be doing something from your childhood that you wanted to do. And this is really an energy of like abundance and freedom and love. And you're really been taking care of yourself. And Spirit said that you have to get out of your comfort zone so you can see bigger pictures, but everything is working out for you. Ooh, child. Ooh, so I do have 3 card pulls. And a lot is happening in your life, and you need to really take the time to, you really need to take the time, man, to appreciate yourself. You need to take the time to appreciate all the hard work and dedication to girl, I'm about to tell you something really quick. So I am currently in two different realities. That makes sense. Like I'm stuck. I'm not stuck, but I've been traveling to like the 70s, and it drives me insane. Pink Poet, this I be having these messages for y'all, and it's just like then I have to be careful about like certain things that I say so I can continue to give y'all the message, if that makes sense. So right now, I oftentimes go to the 70s and then I come back here. So it's like, yeah, I go back and forth. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. It is really, really, really interesting to be like there then come here is so weird. Then like our days are not 24 hours anymore. Our days are 15 hours. And the time, so they had 6,000 years. I'll try to get into it. Usually when I get into topics like this, they cut it off, they block it, do whatever. But to the source, thank you. We're gonna push forward. So they had 6,000 years to reign. The 6,000 years is already up. Um, that other frequency vibration is that other side. Yeah, is basically um see my MacBook going out, but whatever. So basically, they had 6,000 years to reign. Their 6,000 years is up. And at this current time, we are being called into our positions, which is why I was emphasizing since last year for us to be at our post. A lot of things are not making sense to you right now because it's a shift. We are supposed to be following the cosmic. I got chills right now, so the spirit is here. We're supposed to be following the cosmic laws, okay? The cosmic universal laws. That's what I'm gonna call it. If I'm saying it incorrectly, the creator, the source will correct me. Um, the universal laws of the cosmic family are my whole. I'm telling you, every time I get to talking, every time that I get to every time I get into stuff like this, stuff like that happen. But anyways, so we thank you for the protection. We thank you for the shielding. So 6,000 years of reign is already up. This is why it was important for us to be at our post. We are getting called to implement the universal laws, and as cosmic beings, we do not follow the laws of this realm because they're not real. We're in a simulation where things are nothing of what you think they are. There, things are not real. The trees outside are not real. That's why a lot of you are putting things down and it's disappearing, and no one is in the room with you. That's why a lot of foods you're eating is kind of like you take two bites, and all of a sudden you're full, or you're noticing that throughout the day, you're going like 16 hours without eating anything. And then finally your stomach growls and it's like, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. And you literally will eat a little bit. And as you eat a little bit, you will, as you eat a little bit, you will realize that's it, I'm not hungry anymore. A lot of you are having trouble sleeping at night because you feel the energy is not right. There is something going on with the clouds, Pink Poet, because the clouds have not been right in almost like 18 months. Um, if you go back and you look, I used to always feel like it's something off. Like it's not making sense. It's almost like there's something so close to us that is like you have something here, hey baby, and you have something here and it's pushing the clouds closer to us where we're gonna wake up one day and the clouds are gonna be like at our front door, and you're gonna look to the right and it's going to scare this shit out of you. You literally are gonna look because that, I want to say it's called Nibiru. Forgive me. It's almost like we're here. This has been over here. And it's like, oh, 6,000 years is up, like, oh, have at it. And it's like, and when something gets, it's almost like when you have a cup full of water and you put more ice into it and more ice into it, what starts to happen? The water starts to spill over. And so as this thing gets closer, it's pushing out, it's literally pushing down on the firmament or whatever the source would like to call it. And it's pushing it down to where people are like, I can't breathe a little bit. Why am I breathing like this? Or people sound nasally all the time, or the waters are like cutting up. Like it's a lot happening right now, and people are so distracted that you can ask somebody, you don't think the clouds look weird? And they're like, no. Get away from me. You don't see the clouds look like we can touch them. You don't see the clouds look like something is in the clouds. Like these are not clouds. These are more like, it really sounds like we are underwater. Ears popping, noses being stuffy. That's all stuff that happens when you've been in the pool too long. When you've been in the water too long. Like it's almost like we're in water and we can't even see that we're in water. Does that make sense? So um there are also portals that have been opened, and the portals that have been opened, that's why people are seeing certain species now. People are seeing certain things now that have been here, but the veil is like lifted. And it's like, wait a minute, I've never seen this species in the ocean before. You don't even know majority of the ocean. There is oceans inside the oceans because there are other planets, there are other worlds That is why it's so important that we understand that this planet is not necessarily round. It's like you got one right here, one right here, one right here, one right here. And that's where they got the continent map from. The continent map came because that's what it was mimicked off of. So when you think about all these things that are going on, we're in a simulation. This is not real. Okay. Some of y'all accents are changing. Did you ever pay attention to that? Did you ever pay attention to why your southern drawl went away? And sometimes you start to hear yourself when you get upset, your Latino side starts to come out, or your voice sounds different. You start to listen and you like you're saying stuff when you're mad, or slogans or sayings you've never heard before, and then you start to like Google it, and it's telling you like something else, is it means something else. You're like, why would I say that? And it's like, some of y'all skin is getting so clear. It is, mine for instance is so clear. Like, this is so clear, where yeah, everything sounds different. The water burns your eyes because the supply of water that they had access to, they no longer have access to it. That was a part of the contract. You walking through Target and you wondering why somebody who just, a woman just walked by you and she freaking 6'8", and you like this, and people just walking by like they're not even existent, like they're not even real. Yeah, your handwriting is different. You be writing out something and you'll close your eyes and nod off, and then you look down and it's a word that's in a completely different language, and you Google the word and it means something like orange. Like the other day, I'm gonna tell you what I wrote. See, the other day I was trying to write orange, and I wrote ORAGE. ORAGE. And that's French. What? And like, yeah, your ears are popping. Your taste buds are different. It's just a situation. Like we underwater, I'm telling y'all. And even like this, like under here would be like kidney, I think. Kidney issues. And I'm like, I'm cool. Like everything is like healed. Like your face will show how healed you are. If you got dark circles up under here, if you got darkness right here, um, the other day I was like hella hot, but then I got really cold, and it's like, oh, what is happening? Yeah, it's definitely real. Oh yeah, like I was called to finally watch P Valley. Love you. And that show is quite interesting. I still hidden gems, but it's one of the ones like, yeah. Yeah, it's a lot. But I'm gonna start doing stuff on that here soon because it's a lot that I see. I've been having like a lot of like travels around like a lot of them. They look so weird. Oh, it's strange. Okay, so I'm gonna get into this three. Is it letting me go up? All right, Sean, you're up. Let me get back to the shot. See, we ain't had no problems with the live. That was the question number. So you had no till. Okay, Amber, ask the question before